iPhone 12 Pro Review. The iPhone future-proof. Every year Apple releases a new iPhone, and every year we note that it is faster and has a better camera, along with one or two other small feature changes. In rare years, like with the introduction of the iPhone X, we get a dramatic shift in design and capabilities. The iPhone 12 Pro is sort of an odd entry in the series. Yes, it's faster and has a better camera, though neither change is exactly seismic. And it's got a really nice new design, but even that feels familiar and cautious. But it also has several significant new capabilities that may eventually prove to be transformative. Since the introduction of the iPhone X in 2017, Apple has stuck with essentially the same iPhone design, making a few modest tweaks each year. The iPhone 12 brings the first real change in 3 years, with no rounded bezels and totally flat edges, just like the iPad Pro. The iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro look essentially the same, they can even use the exact same cases, but the Pro model has a stainless steel band around the outside instead of aluminum and is available in different colors. The new Pacific Blue is especially nice. As great as this display is, we'd still like to see an always-on display feature similar to that on the latest Apple Watches, and as Android has had for years. And it feels like the Pro Motion feature of the iPad Pro, which offers variable refresh rates up to 120 Hz, should have made the leap to the iPhone Pro by now. The new design is a little slimmer, down from 8.1mm to 7.4mm. This makes the phone feel great in the hand, even with a case on, but it comes at a cost. The battery has shrunk from 3046 mAh in the iPhone 11 Pro to 2815 mAh in the iPhone 12 Pro. That reduction in battery capacity is not met by a reduction in battery life, however. In our tests, which involve setting the display at a constant brightness of 200 nits, roughly halfway on these phones, and running the Geekbench 4 battery life benchmark until the phone dies, the iPhone 12 Pro actually lasted about 50 minutes longer than the iPhone 11 Pro. We should note that our battery tests do not rely on cellular data, and 5G is a significant battery drain, so your mileage may vary. Despite having a slightly less battery capacity, battery life is actually better, if you're not on 5G. An 8% reduction in battery capacity with a 14% increase in battery life, despite having a slightly larger display, speaks to the efficiency of the A14 processor. Still, we can't help but dream of how long these phones would last if Apple stuck with the totally reasonable thickness of 8.1mm and used that extra internal space to give us a 3400 mAh battery, still far less than comparable premium Android phones. The new 5nm manufacturing process helps Apple cram more logic and cache into this chip, 11.8 billion transistors, and likely allows for significantly higher maximum clock speeds. Single-threaded performance leaps up about 19% in Geekbench 5. Multi-threaded performance scores a more modest 11% higher, but in the older Geekbench 4 benchmark, it's closer to 23% higher. Apple's event announcing the iPhone 12 said the words 5G about 60 times in less than an hour. I counted, the company really wants you to know that the new iPhones have 5G. To know more about checking the link below.